Bob, what do you call it when someone comes out and proves how horrible everything is?
Oh, I know. Misinformation.
And salutations, my lovely little lunatics. It's me, your friendly internet psychopath, Insanity, here with my co-host, Bob.
Hello.
And today, on the Insane Report, well, we're going to be talking about the Pfizer Whistleblower and how just really this is actually pretty bad, but at the same time, these companies can't get sued for whatever's going on.
So it doesn't really matter to them.
And they might as well blame it all on misinformation that kills so many people, millions of people. But anywho, before we continue on, make sure to like and subscribe and follow us on Locals,
Rumble,
Minds,
and Bastion. So, what was it? They came out, well, the whistleblower came out and said basically how terrible everything was when they were testing all of this.
Oh yeah, no, like the testing was, besides the whole fetal stem cell thing.
Which, on basic grounds of, that would allow a lot of people to say, oh no, we don't want that due to, religious exemption.
Yes, but once again, we all know Biden's now trying to push it on people who don't even have 100 people in their business anymore.
Wait, really?
Yes. Anywho, but yeah, so there's that. And then it comes out that everything there was awful. No one knows what's going on. Oh, it's so bad. It's so horrible. And the person was just like, I'm going to go talk about this.
So, wait, we're talking about the woman who got fired.
Yes, the woman who went to the FDA and then got fired.
Wait, so that doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't. But it does if you know that it's all corruption everywhere.
So the FDA told Pfizer.
Yep, before she went to FDA and didn't hear anything about it, and then suddenly she's fired from Pfizer.
Yeah, Big Pharma runs everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's a big thing. I was like, oh, okay, you may be garbage at your one job as a politician, but eventually you get up and you do speaking jobs at other places for millions of dollars and so on. It's not actually corruption. Oh, money wasn't money wasn't given to each other.
As long as I was in office.
Exactly. But anyway, we're just going to jump into this. All right. We're going to talk about the whole thing with the CEO, and then we're going to go into actually what's been going on, the hilarity of the whole kind of issue going on with the vaccines, and then there's something even funnier going on.
Oh, great.
But anyway, let's just continue on. From the Daily Mail, they have literally cost millions of lives. Pfizer CEO calls out people who spread information about COVID vaccine criminals. Oh, no! You won't actually give us all the data, but people who spread information that we can't actually prove because you can't. Criminals! Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla said to a D.C. think tank on Tuesday that those who spread misinformation about COVID vaccine are criminals. Okay, well, what about the CDC?
What about them?
They said if you get the vaccine, you can't get or spread COVID.
Oh, yeah. Are they criminals?
They should be by this man's beliefs. Bourla believes that the people who are spreading misinformation are costing millions of lives of unvaccinated people. Once again, I'm not getting vaccinated. I'm fine. Around 60% of Americans report they will definitely not get vaccinated against the virus. Does that also include people like me who can't get it due to health reasons?
Probably not.
Yeah, they just want to make it seem like a small number. Only 16%, not including the other people who actually can't get it. Recent research also finds that up to 80% of Americans believe at least one falsehood about CCP-19 pandemic, such as the vaccine causing infertility. We don't know. That's the whole thing. There are no long-term studies. They literally say the long-term studies are in progress. We don't know what it does. And that's the big thing. Once again, the flu kills old people and kids. CCP-19 kills old people and people. Well, also flu also kills these certain people. People who are obese and have health problems. Which we'll go to the graph in a second. Borler also said the vaccines are crucial to returning life back to pre-pandemic normal. No, it isn't. I live in Texas. We're fine. People in Florida, we're fine. It's all fine in places that realize this is the new flu. You just got to deal with it. And we need, like, what was it with Tim? Monoclonal antibodies. That kind of stuff. That has better overall stuff. Because once again, already, I see people's vaccine cards. People send me pictures. There's spot for COVID dose 1, COVID dose 2, other and other, because you know you're going to need the boosters because it's never going away. Anyways, but I just want the whole thing about that whole thing, believing falsehoods and all, I just kind of want to, because once again, as we were saying, the whole thing of the simple fact that, okay, they originally said, once you get this, you can't get it. This doesn't agree with that.
Oh, yeah, the UK, they do so much better at this.
Yeah, because remember, for a little bit of a while, the CDC would not take reports on actually what was going on. If there were any adverse effects, because we don't want to bring bad press to the vaccine.
They actually did that.
Yes, they did. Now let's continue on. But as you can see here, people, once again, the blue is vaccinated, and the variations of yellow and orange are non-vaccinated. What's this? People 40 to 49, more people vaccinated have actually gotten it? Have actually gotten CCP-19 infections?
It doesn't make sense.
No, but here's the thing. Just look, 30 to 39, that's my age range. It's basically the same. 40 to 49, because those are the people who ran out and were like, I need to be vaccinated. Blah, blah, blah. They got it. So it proves, and once again, 50 to 59, more people that are vaccinated. 60 to 69, more people that are vaccinated. 70 to 79, more people that are vaccinated. Only 80 plus is kind of equal again. Here in the 18 to 29 and under 18, because these people definitely don't need it. But, so, that's the whole big thing about that. We were told from the beginning, if you get it, you can go on with your life. You'll never have any problems again. You can't get it. You can't pass it. You'll be fine. And now they have to come out going, actually, there's a problem. They actually also have to come out and go, we had to change what vaccine means. But we're just going to jump back into their other stories. Researchers running Pfizer's COVID jab trials skewed data, didn't follow up with patients who had side effects because we can't make the vaccine look bad, and failed to test people with symptoms. BMJ investigation claims. I've got that. We'll get to that in a minute. Whistleblower who worked at firm paid to run trial documented dozen failings. So, once again, I know it had to be pushed out. It's good that we have it. I have no problem with the vaccine if people who need it could take it. But now, originally it was going to be in December when Biden was going to push everyone over, any company over 100 people has to be vaccinated. They pushed it back into January because they knew that would destroy them. You go in and suddenly people can't get the stuff they need for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Democrats are dead in the water. They would not win a thing for another decade. But hopefully, maybe after Christmas, everyone will forget.
Yeah, and as you said, now they're pushing for places under 100 employees to get it.
Yep. Continuing on. She provided British Medical Journal with number of document photo proof, numbers of documents and photo proof. Other failings include storing vaccines wrongly and hiring underqualified staff, which this is from the BMJ. We could go through the whole thing like, yeah, no, there's a lot here. But we're just going to go with the concern raised. This was, what was this? This was Jackson, if I'm correct. Yes, this was Jackson. Okay, we're just going to read from the concerns raised. One more boost. Bam. In her 25th September email to the FDA, Jackson wrote that Ventavia had enrolled more than 1,000 participants at 3 sites. The full trial registered enrolled around 44,000 across 153 sites that included numerous commercial companies and academic centers. Then she listed a dozen concerns she had witnessed, including participants placed in a hallway after injected and not being monitored by clinical staff. So basically, stab you, go off, we'll come back later. Lack of timely follow-up of patients who experience adverse effects. So the people who had problems are like, we'll get to you later. How about you? You're doing fine. Let's talk to you. Protocol deviations not being reported, so you didn't do it correct. We're not going to write that down. Vaccines not being stored at proper temperatures, so some of those people that may have been fine may have had a bunk vaccine. It may not, because once again, they have to be stored. Because once again, I have ulcerative colitis problems, and I have to have my medicine stored at a certain thing, or it melts, and then it's useless. Mislabeled laboratory specimens, and targeting of Ventavia staff for reporting these types of problems.
They actually went after the employees.
Of course they did, because here's the big thing. Once again, I can't sue Pfizer. If I get it and I have the heart problem, I can't sue them. And here's the big thing. Because once again, also Biden has come out. The Fifth Circuit Court has said, no, you cannot mandate this, Biden. And Biden, the whole administration comes out and goes, don't listen to the courts. Which is insane. But continuing on. Within hours, Jackson received an email from the FDA thanking her for her concerns and notifying her that the FDA could not comment on any investigation that might result. So, if you don't hear from us, nothing. Goodbye. A few days later, Jackson received a call from an FDA inspector to discuss her report, but was told that no further information could be provided. They don't care. She heard nothing further in relation to her report. In Pfizer's briefing document submitted to an FDA advisor committee meeting on December 10, 2020, to discuss Pfizer's application for emergency use of authorization of its CCP-19 vaccine, the company made no mention of problems at Ventavia sites, so they didn't say jack. The next day, the FDA issued the authorization for the vaccine. In August this year, after the full approval of Pfizer's vaccine, the FDA published a summary of its inspections of the company's pivotal trial. 9 of the trial's 153 sites were inspected. Once again, 153 places this is all being done. We'll only check 9. And continuing on, Ventavia's sites were not listed among the 9. We hear nothing, we see nothing, we say nothing, nothing bad happens. And no inspections of sites where adults were recruited took place in the 8 months after December 2020 emergency authorization. The FDA inspection officer noted the data integrity and verification portion of the biosearch monitoring inspections were limited because the study was ongoing, and data required for verification and comparison were not yet available due to the investigational new drug. So, they're continuing on. Now they want to push this on children. But yeah, look, there's other employee accounts, other problems they had. I don't think it was good, clean data, said the employee. Generated by the Pfizer trial. It's a crazy mess. But that doesn't stop you from forcing it on people. And no, look, here's a new hilarious thing.
Brothels offer free sex session to patrons who get CCP-19 vax on site. This is insane.
This is disgusting. So, you go get jabbed here at the brothel, which I don't honestly think that's a good idea. Wait, look, here's another thing. Boys as young as 14 are reportedly allowed access to the clinic provided they have an adult with them. While women are also being encouraged to head to Fun Closet for their CCP-19 shot. Remember all those stories about people just like, I went to a gas station. I went to like my CVS and got the shot and all that stuff. Well, you can go to your local, this place, this was an Austrian brothel.
Well, at least it's not in America.
Once again, it's a brothel. Brothels aren't allowed in America. But the fact that this is, we aren't getting enough people to go. Let's have them offer free sex. Holy hell. Which was, once again, she got fired. That Jackson got fired after telling the FDA about this. She didn't tell Pfizer about this. She told the FDA.
This is I don't understand. I don't understand how this is going.
Which, once again, you will not hear any of this from normal places. You won't hear any of this from mainstream media because once again, they have to make people who don't get it the bad, evil, crazy, flat earth, non-science believing redneck idiots. Because you once again, it's now another hilarious thing. California now has worse CCP-19 infection rating than Florida. And Florida has so many more old people.
It really is. People are getting sick of this.
Because, once again, COVID. Oh, it's evil. Oh, COVID. We all have to worry about COVID.
What about inflation?
COVID.
What about all the horrible... What about our inability to get gas and electricity and all that for ourselves?
COVID.
What about the whole supply line shortage?
COVID. That's all that matters to people. Because this is something that, once again, gives them more power. Once again, I have to say it again. Biden wanted OSHA. Biden got OSHA to set up the companies more than 100 employees. You have to get it. Courts come in, say no. Biden's administration comes in and says, we don't care, do it anyways. And now they want to push for people under 100, companies under 100 employees.
So, everyone.
Yep. It's insane. It's stupid. It's complete authoritarian. And once again, this is why, sorry, Australia, you don't give up your guns.
Well, at least we live in Texas.
At least we live in some place where there's still common sense.
Not a lot with Austin, Dallas, and San Antonio, and even in Houston.
But hey, there's more than most of these places. But anywho, that'll be the end of this little video. If you like this video, then shake the like button and subscribe for more.
Insanity.
And I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.